I'm Nancy from Cucumber, and this month I'm sitting here with Jo Good. Welcome, Jo.
Thank you,
Really
Nancy.
excited to have you here. Most of our London viewers will know Jo from BBC Radio London, which you've been doing for about 15 years. Before that, radio...
Sussex and Brighton.
Okay, and also you've got a TV show which you contribute to.
Yes, BBC Inside Out on BBC One. It's like little local 8-minute documentaries.
And then finally, vlogging.
I love YouTube, so I have a YouTube channel. Can I promote it?
You can promote it.
Jo Good Middle-Aged Minx.
And you've had some amazing guests.
I have had some amazing guests on my radio show. We were just talking about, can I just name drop?
You can name drop. We love name dropping.
Because the girls here, I am massive fans. I love what you're wearing, by the way.
Actually, sorry, a little interruption. I'm wearing our latest Cucumber cashmere. I don't normally say what I'm wearing, but I'm always wearing Cucumber. You can have a look on our website and find us.
Probably if you follow me, I'll be wearing that actually, because I didn't know you sold that. But anyway, so I was going to be interviewing Lady Gaga, and I was so thrilled it was cancelled. So I get you two in my home.
We're thrilled too. So tell us about some of the people that you've interviewed on your radio show. We've been lucky enough to be interviewed. So present company accepted. Who sort of stood out?
Well, first of all, can I just say I loved you two coming in because you were talking about things that for me at my age was always the greatest taboo. You know, menopause, premenopause, postmenopause, hot flushes. It was so lovely to just sit and indulge because, you know, probably when I started in radio, you know, that would never have happened.
No, absolutely.
I'd have had to lower my voice and we'd never have asked you in. So it was lovely when you came in. You could just swim in Menopause Lake.
Sweaty lake.
Swimming in Sweaty Lake. No, but do you know of all, I was just telling you, I interviewed Robert De Niro. You know, how much do we love Robert De Niro? But not the most charismatic. And I think it's because he's such a good actor. He doesn't have to have any personality. I'm not saying he had no, well, I am almost saying he didn't have a great deal of personality.
I don't think he watches our vlog, so I think you're probably okay.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he left a like or a
Well,
comment?
we get a Cucumber in the news, I suppose.
That's brilliant. No, but he was Robert De Niro. Listen, just to say, I interviewed Robert De Niro. But in actual fact, there is one woman. You two would love her. She's called Sunny, and she was on death row. She was quite famous. Stockard Channing played her in a film. She was exonerated, having been accused of murder with her husband on death row. She spent 25 years in solitary, and was exonerated at the final hour because the real murderer stepped forward. And she practiced yoga in her cell for 25 years.
Gosh, that's a sobering story.
Mm.
And lots of famous people, Simon Russell Beale, Keith Sutherland. Is there anybody who you haven't had on your show?
Who have I not had that I would really
yes.
have loved to have had on? We're looking at a picture of Mick Jagger. I would have loved Mick Jagger. I still think I'd love to dance with him around my studio because he's like a peacock, isn't he? But he's also my generation, you know, we like to think we're ageless, a bit deluded.
So going back to your generation, tell us a little bit about your vlogging, because that's an unusual thing to do. You're in your early 60s.
Yes.
And you have decided to, well, just do something that you love just for the sake of it.
Yes.
And a young person's sphere.
Yes. I mean, the YouTubers started in 2009. They're all in their late 20s and 30s now, and they're hugely successful. My age group, 60s, are really underserved. Most of them don't like YouTube and are a bit sort of suspicious of it.
Yeah.
And I just thought, look, I'm 63, I have a life that is quite interesting. It's not that amazing, but it's quite interesting. So I'm just...
something to say.
Yeah. And I just show what I do. And that's all I'm doing, actually, is just showing my daily life once a week.
You with your dog?
Me with my dog. And I have to be careful, Nancy, because I am child-free. Not childless, I'm child-free through choice. And I've turned into this sort of middle-aged woman, post-middle-age actually, with a dog. But it's not a child. I know I've locked her out on the roof.
I know.
But
Cruelty.
I know, but it's a sunny day. She's not a child substitute. She's a dog. I don't call myself mummy, and she's a dog, but she's a heartbeat in this flat because I have to share this flat with something.
So we should say that we are filming in Jo's fabulous flat in the middle of Marylebone, and it's really amazing. So we could sit here and talk for a long time. You've got some amazing stories and amazing people that you've interviewed. But I think that's a wrap. We have to stop it here. But if you want to see more of Jo, you can catch her on all her on BBC Radio London every day, 11 till 4?
1 till 4.
1 till 4.
Gosh, that's
sorry,
long
no,
enough,
that-
Nancy.
1 till 4, and on Saturdays.
Yes, Saturdays 7 until 10. And I will be wearing those in the next Inside Out.
We look forward to hearing about it.